talking about Arsenal, Declan Rice proving you wrong from when he signed, and now you definitely are on his side, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Cass says this until someone comes in and goes, Caicedo's better than Rice. He'd be like, yeah.
Caicedo is better than Rice.
No,
I like both of them.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
I'm confused. So you rate Rice now. You rate Rice now, but when did you start rating him? Was it last year or this year?
Probably last year's consistency towards the end of the season.
Because I remember you did a video.
Caicedo's better than Rice. How?
He said Paulinho is better than Rice at Fulham.
Just because you had your Real Madrid win does not mean I'm going to start sucking off fucking Rice.
No, you don't have to, but I just don't understand how.
You don't need to understand. If I think he is better than him,
I want to understand. I just want to understand. I want to understand how you arrived there. Is that bad?
Because I actually have the video if you want me to find it. Because he said Paulinho's better. He said Bruno Guimaraes is better. He said Casemiro's better. He said Rodri is better. At the time, you even said Amrabat is better.
At one point, wait one second. To be fair, though. But
just say you were doing agendas, Cass, man.
At that time, Casemiro was being an absolute monster, bro. What are we doing here? And also,
Rice just won the conference.
By the way, yeah. So now we're doing.
Don't say who cares. Don't say who cares,
brother. Respectfully, the guy's not played 6; he played 8. So if you're gonna compare him, start comparing to other 8s and not 6s. That's why.
He's played 6 and 8.
No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't.
He's an all-access midfielder. He has.
You make a comparison.
Comparing to other 8s. Do you know what I mean?
So Rice is an 8 now. Rice is an 8 now. He's a 6 when you lot want him to be. He's an 8 when you lot want him to be. You didn't even think he could. Wait,
you didn't
even think he could play in the 8, and now you're calling it 8.
Brother, my opinion's got bare rat when I'm seeing bare spit coming out your mouth. When did I ever say that?
Literally said he's not. He can't play in the 8.
When did I say that?
As soon as he came to Arsenal, you said he can't play in the 8. Okay,
no, because
when I get the receipt, are you gonna apologize?
By the way, bro, why is it always apologies? Bare spit, bro. Like, brother, I don't want to see bare guns.
So you make a statement, it's false, brother, and then you should apologize for
it. He's been giving out too many apologies recently. That's what it is.
Do you know? This is how I know. This is how I know this is dumb, yeah. Because I was the one having an argument with Moise, stream after stream, saying I believe Rice is better as the 8 than he is the 6. This is how I know. This is just bare shit. I swear down, you must be playing Tetris in your head, Conde, because you're making up scenarios, bro. Like, honestly, you're literally trying to build a 5.
No problem, you're right. No, I'll just bring the receipt, no problem.
Go on then. Me and Mott's had bare arguments in this.
No problem. I said no problem. Why are you still bringing it up?
Because I'm rebutting whatever you just said.
No, but you said there's no need to because it's false, right?
No, because I think Rice is just better in the 8. That's why.
Okay, great.
Exactly. He's the best partner to someone that plays the 6.
Regardless, he's been outstanding. And wherever he plays, he's been consistently performing 10 out of 10s or 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 performances minimum for me. So I'm happy with Declan Rice. I don't care what anybody says, but you have said in the past, and you
yeah, I like it. I like it. You know what? At that point, I don't think he was that guy. And what? A guy that was 22 or 3 at the point. The man's improved. Shock.
I don't think it's that only that he improved. He's allowed to do different things now.
No, yeah, exactly.
So I don't even think he's improved that much. I just think he's been put on a bigger stage and people are starting to see his qualities more. I generally don't think if you watch Rice at West Ham to Rice now, there's not much different about his game.
No, Rice at West Ham had he was a carry job, bro. This one he gets to. He's still nailed down. I think he's still robotic. Don't get me wrong.
He'll be everywhere, but he is everywhere.
He's already overtaken Martin Odegaard as importance in the midfield.
I don't know what Odegaard are going to be. What the hell does that brother? He's allowed another season, but what the hell does that brother even offer these days?
Bleep
like,
test,
honestly,
talking about it 2 seconds
he's
ago.
doing bleep tests, bro. He's trying to beat his record for running throughout each game.
But you know what? I don't want to talk too much about Odegaard.
Yeah. Let's make this positive.
I want to move away for a second and be like, guys, we're doing this with Mikel Moreno and Kivior. Aren't you guys like, yo, this Arsenal team can go still more levels with us going in the summer and getting a striker? Don't you guys think, yo, this team doing this versus Real Madrid?
You know what? I literally knew watching that game as soon as you guys went through. Egal was going to paint the picture that Arteta is even better than what people think he is, because he's gone to Real Madrid with no striker, with no centre-back, as in no Gabriel there, missing 2 of his key players, and he's managed to win twice. That's why Arteta is so good. So that means Arsenal have levels and levels and levels to go up. I knew he was going to do this. I knew that.
But isn't it logical for him to think that, though? Isn't it logical?
Am I wrong?
You are wrong. You are wrong.
No.
Okay, explain why you're right. Explain why he's wrong, please.
First, let me paint a picture. Your striker, Solanke, who you've had all season, how many goals does he have?
7, not that much in the Premier League.
You know how many goals Mikel Moreno has since he became striker?
More than Solanke, I know. Yeah, I know.
He has 6 goals since he became striker. Okay. This season he has more than Solanke. And I'm like, if that's happening with a 6 who's played his whole career as a 6 or an 8, imagine when we get Victor Gyökeres, who's been banging in 40+ goals all season.
Well, what I will say is that it's only obvious that when you get a new striker come in, you're naturally going to be more fluid. That isn't that hard to understand. You're going to be more fluid when a striker comes into your team. But when you talk about to go levels up, I don't necessarily think when you have better players coming into this team, or not even better players, I suppose, you have different players come into this team, it's going to be like, oh, the team's going to get so much better. Well, you have to remember, different players come into the team, different dynamics. Now, Rice may not be doing the same job that he was doing before. Odegaard has had different players come into this team, into this front line, into this midfield, and you're not seeing the same Odegaard as last season. You can't. He just doesn't have the same impact or effectiveness. So I get your point, Egal. Logically, it makes sense, but football isn't logic. Like, logically, as I said, Arsenal beating the favourites in Real Madrid, logically, you're now the favourites, right? But it doesn't work like that. So...
logically,
no. You know what?
We haven't won the Champions League, so we can't be the favorites. Right? That makes sense.
What is this guy saying again? He said Rice is 3 times McAllister at Liverpool, and he's getting a medal. Beware, PSG will pass it around, and with Partey being out, Vitinha and Odegaard in the half space. Vitinha against Odegaard in the half space. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think Arsenal is going to be able to beat PSG, and he might be as comfortable as Real Madrid. Am I crazy?
What? Say that again.
You weren't crazy until you said the comfortable part.
I think we can beat PSG. Maybe not as comfortable as Real Madrid, but still relatively comfortable.
Depends how you shut out that false 9 position of Dembele. Because he's not like having Vinny or Mbappe or something. Like, they actually keep the ball.
Yeah. We don't really play teams that set up like PSG like that, like in terms of that.
We did play PSG and we beat them. Thank you for watching that short clip. Hopefully you enjoyed that video and you left a like on the video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the discussion that we just had. I bid you guys adieu. Respect for watching, and for getting up to this level, you're a real one.